So this lesson is on recursively defined functions. So here's a function, and z sub 0 refers to our initial value, which is 4. Z sub n tells us that the z sub n is 2 times the previous value, z sub n minus 1. This is an index, minus 5. So that means that z sub 1 is going to be 2 times z sub 0 minus 5. And in this case, that's 8 minus 5, which is 3. 2 times z sub 0 is 4. So that's 8 minus 5 is 3. Z sub 2 is 2 times z sub 1 minus 5, which is 6 minus 5, which is 1. Z sub 3 is 2 times z sub 2 minus 5, which is 2 minus 5, which is negative 3. Z sub 4 is 2 times negative 3, skipping a step, 2 times negative 3 minus 5, so it's negative 6 minus 5 is negative 11. And z sub 5 is 2 times negative 11, negative 22 minus 5 is negative 27. So you should pause here and do problem 1 on the homework. Okay, just grind through it by hand so you get to see the pattern. Are you done? Good. Okay, now we're going to solve that same problem using the calculator. Oops. Okay, so what I do is I put in my 4 as my initial value. And then I do 2 times, I don't really need the multiplication sign, but I'll use it, second ants. And second ants refers to the previous number that was calculated. So that's a 4. So 2 times 4 minus 5. And I press enter. And that gives me the 3. Now the next thing I want to do is that thing again. But because ants is a variable, it will refer to the previous value that it calculated, which this time will be a 3. So if I press enter, it'll just do the same thing again. 4, 3, 1, negative 3, negative 11, negative 27. And I just need to keep track of how many I'm down. So those are the answers that I got before. So this is sort of meant to do on your calculator. Okay, and lastly, let's do one using complex numbers. So I'm going to put in that first complex number, 1 plus second I. Okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing. It's the previous thing squared, so second ants squared, minus, and I'm going to use the parentheses just for style, 0.5 plus I. Okay, so this was z sub 0. There is z sub 1. There's z sub 2. There's z sub 3. There's z sub 4. And there's z sub 5. Okay, so it got big pretty quick. So one of the questions we want to answer is what's happening to this number as we iterate. And that's what you need to know. I'm just going to label this. This is z sub 5.